Hello, everybody. This is your boy Arcade Knight back with the news. Several news stories. Um, we're going to be talking about the PS5 and the Xbox Series X launch disaster, as well as Cyberpunk 2077, as well as other games being affected by the delay to December 10th, as well as NBA 2K5 and the Madden delay, in my opinions, on that right there. All right, all right. So first up, um, I think that first up, let's talk about the PS5 and the Xbox um, Series X in their launch or or that lack thereof launch. Um, how horrible is launching? I mean, uh, this has been a pretty ugly launch. You could you can contribute this to the COVID-19 factor. Um, with that, we've been saying that COVID-19 has been affecting lots of major developers and as well as um, as well as third-party developers. It's this has been a pretty great and bad year for video games. Great as it's great because we have a new next gen console coming out. Um, Bad because there's been so many video game delays and there's been so much talk about crunching and so many games being shuffled around and things like that right there, and it's it just doesn't good. Oh, okay. So with the Xbox Series X and PS5, first the Xbox Series X, um, people have been reporting receiving broken consoles. Picture this right here: you wake up on November 10th, or or you got a week or you got a couple days early if you're lucky, but you get home, you see it. My new console's here, the Xbox Series X. You're excited. You're happy. You take it out and it doesn't work. That's not good. Oh no. People have been reporting all kinds of problems. Let's see. This is within the first 24 hours. Okay, this is coming from NME. Um, within the first 24 hours of launch, numerous users have been reported and routed issues, most notably being in relation to the disk drive. Now, with that being said, the disk drive for your disk based machine has to work. If it doesn't work, it kind of defeats the disk based machine, and you just paid an extra $300 for a pretty much digital console. How could something like this happen? I don't know. Should your machines be making wiring and clicking sounds? No. Um, no, it shouldn't. Uh, should it be outright not accepting disk into the slot? No, it should not be. Could these be anomalies? Uh, yeah, it could be, but there's multiple people reporting this, and looks like you have a problem here, Microsoft, because your machine is not doing what it's intended to do, um, making machine gun noises and clicking sound. Yeah, no, should be doing that. These things are supposed to be quality tested to hell, but it seems like this was not the case with some of them. It seemed like this was not the case. There. Here's the thing, people. There's always issues with a first launched game. There's always not game. Sorry, console. There's always issue with a first generation launch console. Always. This is why I always say you may want to wait until the second gen, or maybe wait a couple of months when they work out the bugs and kinks of it. You don't want to be the guinea pig. This is an example of Microsoft putting out a product. We all know Microsoft does this. Apple does this. A lot of companies do this. They put out a product, and then you, the consumer, become become the unofficial quality assistance people of this product. You become unpaid QA personnel, because guess what? You're going to be the ones reporting the major bugs with this console. That's why Xbox had has that program going on right now. If you find a bug in in the Xbox Live, or the Xbox itself, and you report it and they verify it, you get some kind of monetary reward, whether that be a free game, or whether that be depending on how severe it is, whether that be free Xbox Live, or in this case, since Live is going with the dodo, Xbox Game Pass for life, something like that right there. You're going to get something from Microsoft. Okay, okay, okay. We are the QA, and this right here is not a good start to your consoles. And if that's not bad, I believe at least the Xbox One runs. Um, at least it's running, unlike the PS5. Now, this could be because they got the review build of the PS5. Um, but we have people who are saying that the PS5 review build. I want to say it's ACG. Yep. ACG YouTuber says that he has ran into the storage. It's called the storage glitch. Um, and according to this right here, supposedly when you're running Spider-Man Remastered on your PS5 and you put it into rest mode, remember this is the review build, and you put it into rest mode, um, you get what is called a storage rebuild error. Some goes on with the storage. Many people have reported that this happens based on the, I think only with the PS5 version or the PS4 version of a Spider-Man remastered. Um, and only when you put that game, while the game is turned on, into rest mode. Now, now, with that being said, it's kind of weird. This could be a one-off thing with this, but the fact that it bricked someone's console is cause for alarm. Doesn't mean that everyone else's console is going to get bricked. They have issues, but but it does mean that there is a potential for your console to become bricked. That means that your $500 console, 565, let's say $565 console, is at risk of being bricked if you put a game into, or in this case Spider-Man um, remastered off. If you put the game off in rest mode on your PS, you have the potential of coming out with a brick console. That should not be happening. These are things that should have been quality tested. That should have been These things should have been tested. And it's not looking good on the end right there. Doesn't mean it happened to you, but it could happen to you. I think that's what's important. Okay, okay, okay. Hopefully, Sony. Well, like they've been saying that Sony has been very helpful with this. It probably came as a surprise to them. Don't know how, but at the same time, like I said again, with the Xbox Series X, this is a first generation console. There are going to be bugs to a first generation console. This happened back in the PS 3. They I want to say Sony released a patch which then bricked the consoles, and they immediately released it, saying do not download the new patch. It's going to brick your console. These things happen. They happen. That was back in the PS3. Um, it's been a while since I heard about consoles being bricked. I like I said before, I've stopped buying next generation consoles when they first come out. I've been burned too many times. I went through three, not one, not two, but I went through three Xbox 360s when they first came out. I went to three Xbox 360s when they first came out, and I went through an Xbox One X. That one didn't work. The 360s, they all got the red ring of death. And my fourth one, luckily, I had my second generation console. Second generation console. Unfortunately for me, I did not know about the Xbox plan of I could contact Microsoft, let them know that my console got the red ring of death. Here's the code, and they would have refurbished my console for me, saving money. But at the same time, it would have took 3 to 6 weeks to get it back. Me being a gamer, I wasn't really all that patient, especially in high school. You're a kid, you want a game. So I took my Taco Bell paycheck and I bought me three consoles. First one was bought by my mom. She bought the second one. She said, "No, no, no, I'm not gonna buy another console." I'm like, "Cool." I got me a job. I worked. I bought my last two, and turned out the fourth one was the fourth one was a charm at this at this point right here. But but this is growing pains of a console. These are growing pains that we're all going to have to go through. But starting off like this is not a good sign for either Sony or Microsoft at this point. Not a good sign. Okay, okay, okay. Next, okay. They're going to do something. They might give away points or something. I don't know what they're going to do, but your console shouldn't be bricking first time out. All right, next up on the list, CD Project Red. You've all heard the rumors. If you haven't, let me tell you this right here. Rumor came out today or a couple hours ago that CD Project Red could delay Cyberpunk 2077 until January 2021. Now, 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 the reason this is big is big on multiple fronts. One, they haven't said anything about this yet, and this is looking pretty bad if they do. I'm sorry, guys, my camera's moving. Sorry about that. All right, it's looking pretty bad because they moved it less than 2 weeks before launch last time or this month. It's supposed to be coming out next week, but they said it's not coming out December 10th. When they moved it, um, it's bad because when the game is big as this, as big as Cyberpunk 2077 moves its release date. That's like that's like Red Dead Redemption delaying itself and moving its date. This is a pretty big game. And we all know that Red Dead was a big game. GTA 5 was a big game. Rockstar in general is a big company, is a behemoth of a company. And right now, CD Projekt Red is approaching that Rockstar level if they're not already there in just two games. It took Rockstar an entire generation to build is taking CD Projekt Red two games. Well, actually, no. Well, you know, yeah, no. I'll take that back. They came out with The Witcher 3, not Witcher 3. The Witcher 1, then 2. 2 was received like oh it was okay. But when 3 came out for the consoles, that's when they hit the gold right there. A whole different market. It became word of mouth, and they've they became like Rockstar. and less games than Rockstar. Rockstar had, like I said, it took Rockstar an entire generation to establish itself as a powerhouse. We all remember DNA. I think it was DNA Studios or whatever. Um, back when GTA 3 came out. Oh, nostalgia. But anyway, anyway, um, um, when a game like Cyberpunk 2077 gets delayed, a game big as that, a game that has so much hype behind it, behind it, um, um, other other smaller companies, other smaller publishers cannot compete with a game of that magnitude. So when they moved it from November 19th to December 10th, that knocked out Everspace 2, knocked it on out the running. They got the heck out the way. They seen that bull coming towards them, and they said, "I want no part of you, my friend. I don't want to fight Mike Tyson today." So they got the way. Same with Path of Exiles patch. They seen it. They seen that spot, and they thought to themselves, I don't feel like fighting that man right there. I don't feel like fighting those fighting those fighting those punks. Like, oh, they got the way. They both moved their release date a month back into January the next fiscal year. Which surely is going to hurt them because January is one of the worst years, worst times, not worst years, one of the worst physical calendar months to buy games on. Mostly due to holiday shopping. You buy everyone that has bought their games during the holidays. Money isn't really all there, so this is going to hurt them. But 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 with this rumor coming out, I'm pretty sure developers of of Everspace and Pet Exiles were clenching their butts because this is I mean, can we move it again? Because if Cyberpunk 2077 if they do move their game back, that is going to knock a whole bunch of games in January out of the running because you're not gonna be able to compete with that. But luckily for us, they did release a statement saying that do, 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 let's see, there is no apparent bias to the tweet, but it came out. Well, let me see this right here. As a rule, this book. As a rule, we don't comment on rumors or speculation. A rep told the site, but I will confirm we were just talking. We were just taking time to update all of our assets to reflect the new launch date of December 10th. The unusual confirmation came in the wake of a rumor that, as far as I can tell, was sparked by this tweet. Uh, so what if Cyberpunk 2077 gets delayed again? Like, what if it doesn't like this year, like until 2021? Just asking. Hashtag Cyberpunk, which is a fair. Um, that's a fair question. That is a fair, very fair question because we have been burned already, and people are saying, well, you gotta wait to come, we gotta wait for it to be perfect. Look, nothing is perfect. Even the best, most polished games has bugs. Nothing is perfect. Okay, if there's bugs, there's gonna be bugs. Only saving grace is, I don't think it can be worse. It can be worse than Anthem when it launched. So maybe they're scared of that, but nothing can be worse. I don't think anything can be worse than Anthem when that game launched. That game was just probably shouldn't even be made. Yeah, but like they at some point you just have to. pull up your big girl and big boy britches and launch the game. Okay, you just gotta take your lumps with it. Um, I know you held it back because of money. You're gonna make more money in the long run. That if it comes out perfect, but it's not gonna come out perfect. It's not. Um, and I don't think that you can keep on delaying the game. I don't think that you can take another financial hit. You lost 25% of your stock the last time they delayed it. They lost 25% in those 2 months. If they delay it again, who knows how much more they will lose in terms of stock prices. In terms of people that just dropping their stock. How much, and then right here, not just stock, how much really, how many people will go like, you know what, I'm being star citizens, I'm being citizen. This is not worth it, and they just cancel the pre-orders altogether, which could happen because like I said in my last video, they are knocking on the door of being another Star Citizen. You're right there at the door. You knocked, no one answered. You keep on knocking, you're going to get it. You're going to get a reply eventually. And I'm telling you, if they cancel this game again, I'm saying it right here again. If they cancel Cyberpunk, if they don't cancel, if they delay the game again until next year, they would have officially entered Star Citizen territory, as in a game that has forever been off in beta, off in beta. You keep saying it's coming, but nothing's been released yet. Okay, I think I think right now they're facing pressure from both their investors and from the gamers. They're getting on both sides. Then they did this whole changing of the dates now. They don't change everything now to match this new December 10th date. They're they're going all in on this. I don't think they can take another blow as cancellation. And and that is all for this day. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Hey, if you like the video, subscribe. I'm going to work on getting better equipment to stream. Um, not well, to stream and to capture this. Um, let's say thank you for listening to me. Y'all been awesome. Please stay safe.